Greed and desire often force people to do some truly atrocious things. Every year, one day of shopping draws out the true dark colors of shoppers all across America. In this video from Top 10 Archive, we look at just how far people will go to score those unbeatable deals on Black Friday and the bloody consequences that result. Top 10 Archive is not responsible for the self-inflicted damage from all of the face-palming that you may incur during this video. Number 10. Police officers pepper spray Wal-Mart crowd, 2011. For quite some time, Black Friday has been known to rile people up, causing them to go into a frenzy mode, all for the sake of a good deal. Sometimes, though, the shoppers aren't the ones that act out of line. In Kinston, North Carolina, a crowd of Wal-Mart shoppers were sprayed with pepper spray, the reason why being a question of overreaction. Former Kinston police officer Gordon Jackson, who was arrested on site for not following instructions, states that local authorities reacted when a man waiting in line for cell phones fell over into a display. Jackson claims there was no fight to trigger the rain of pepper spray, though Kinston Director of Public Safety assures the discharge, which hit nobody in the face, was used to stop people who had started grabbing merchandise prior to the sale time. Number 9. Las Vegas Target shopper shot for television, 2013. It was 9:45 p.m. near the University of Southern Nevada on Thanksgiving night in 2013. A Target shopper was happily carrying their prized purchase, a heavily discounted big-screen TV, to their home. Before making it to safety, warning shots are fired, and the shopper is prompted to drop the television. One thing this brave consumer learned is never wrestle something away from an armed robber. In the scuffle of trying to secure their purchase back from thieving hands, the victim received a bullet to the leg, and the TV was lost. Number 8. Black Friday-related shooting at Kohls, 2013. Sometimes it's something as small as shoplifting that leads to disaster. At a Kohls department store in Romeoville, Illinois, during early Black Friday sales on Thanksgiving night, a duo of thieves were not content on the sales, instead preferring a five-finger discount. After being caught in the act, police responded, and what should have been an easy bust ended in a rupture of gunfire. While one officer wrestled with an escaping thief in his car, the subject pulled away, trapping the cop and dragging him along. To protect his partner, a backup officer fired shots at the vehicle, striking the driver in the shoulder, ending his joyride and victory over his Black Friday spoils, rather abruptly. Number 7. 11-year-old trampled at Wal-Mart. Sadly, when Black Friday sales start, anybody is fair game to be thrown and pushed out of the way. One such victim was an 11-year-old girl. Taking part in some late-night Thanksgiving sales, the girl was rushing with the rest of the crowd towards the store's electronics department, but the crowd proved too much for her smaller frame. She was knocked to the ground and stepped on several times by her fellow shoppers, ending her shopping experience with a ride in an ambulance. Number 6. Marine stabbed in Best Buy, 2010. Regardless of how good a sale is, there will always be someone who wants a better deal. Take, for instance, the Black Friday shopper that wanted a laptop for free in an Augusta, Georgia Best Buy in 2010. When Tracy Attaway tried to make off with his prize, Corporal Philip Duggan, a U.S. Marine reservist, decided to step in when the suspect tried to make a run for it. No good deed goes unpunished, though, as Duggan wound up on the receiving end of the criminal's knife, which he waved frantically after being clotheslined to the floor. Duggan survived with non-life-threatening wounds, and Attaway went that Black Friday without a free computer, but instead a free ride to the local jail. Number 5. Woman loses teeth after Kohls assault, 2010. It's disgusting how people can act on Black Friday. In this instance, the case is in Jackson, Tennessee. As a Kohls department store in Jackson, Tennessee opens its doors, a flood of people rush through. Amidst those being pushed aside are Acacia Adonis and her mother. When Akasha moves to protect her mother from the stampede, a girl attempting to push through begins verbally abusing Akasha. Curse words weren't the only thing Akasha had to dodge, as, during the verbal assault, a man begins to pull Akasha by her hair, shoving his hand in her mouth and breaking her jaw, displacing 3 of her teeth in the process. 'Tis the season to be breaking some teeth. Number 4. Shootout erupts over shopping space at Wal-Mart, 2012. When the prices are low, the tension gets high. At a Florida Wal-Mart in Tallahassee in 2012, one altercation erupted over something as simple as a parking space. Sure, frustration builds quickly when the closest spot is taken by another driver, but in this case, the driver of a dark green Toyota Camry was having a bad enough day already, where a dispute over a parking space pushed them over the edge. Gunshots were fired, and 2 of them were left bleeding and injured outside of the Walmart's entrance. Number 3. Pepper spray injures 20 Walmart shoppers, 2011. Apparently, pepper spray is a popular item to carry when Black Friday shopping. In 2011, 20 Walmart shoppers were on the receiving end of the marring spray when a woman, desperate for sales, employed the uncouth tactic. The woman darted between different areas of the store, gathering her sought-after goods, spraying the pepper spray occasionally to keep other shoppers away from her treasures. By the end of the ordeal, as many as 20 people had come into contact with the spray, causing severe swelling of the face and heavy irritation of the eyes and throat. By the end of the ordeal, the woman had escaped the store with her riches, showing no remorse for injuring her fellow man simply to please her kids that Christmas. Number 2. Target shoppers disregard collapsed, dying man, 2011. Not everyone is lucky enough to survive their Black Friday disasters, as the story of a West Virginia shopper, Walter Vance, will show. The aisles of this Target store were packed with people not willing to help Vance, who collapsed to the floor while he was shopping. While 6 nurses ceased their shopping to try and help Vance, witnesses report that not everyone was so kind to the poor man. Vance was ignored and walked over by many of the store's consumers. Walter Vance later passed away in the hospital, one of his last memories being the droves of people that simply stepped over him as if he were a mere obstacle in the way of their sales. Number 1. Walmart employee trampled to death, 2008. It's not just shoppers that succumb to the disasters of Black Friday. In 2008, at a Walmart in Long Island, New York, an employee found himself on the wrong end of a herd of shoppers. When the store opened in the Valley Stream outlet, chaos erupted and many were knocked to the ground. Amongst them was a maintenance worker, Jedimitai Damore, and 4 other shoppers, one woman of which was in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy. The shoppers escaped with minor injuries, but Damore suffered from a heart attack as the onslaught of greedy customers trampled over him. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below